go live. We should let these folks in. Hello, 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 hello. Edgardo, Paul, Control. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? If you
Doing
guys
well.
don't, I'm gonna, if you don't mind using the chat, that'll be like the easiest way for us to communicate. Um, just so that way there's not a ton of people talking at the same time. Um, but where are you guys zooming in from? I'm here in Logan Square. Our project's obviously out in River Forest area. I'm just waiting for our other partner, Rob, who's on site, um, to get situated there. You don't mind throwing in a chat where you're coming from, zooming in from. Oh, Pilsen. I love Pilsen. So, um, and yeah, so I appreciate everyone taking the time on their Saturday morning to join us. And I always remember that everyone is the real deal waking up on Saturday to get their real estate investing in. I know you got to be putting in extra work. Oh, here's Rob, our partner, who's on site. Let's let him join as well. Um, but yeah, my name is Jonathan. We always kind of wait a couple minutes to let people get started, or let people join. Um, One of the founders at Quality Builders. We're primarily working here in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. And we have a super heavy focus on technology, being that I used to work for a long time for Walsh for 10 years and then went to work for a tech company and really saw the change in how technology could change, how could technology could change the industry. Now, previously I worked at a prop tech company where we were doing rent collection and maintenance, and I just know for me as an investor myself, doing the maintenance and handling the maintenance and coordinating it was by far the most difficult thing there was. And so I just knew that we could disrupt the market with the maintenance. And then slowly and slowly we grew. And then at the same time, my own investing grew and grew on the general contracting side and decided to jump ship and start our business. And so I connected with two of my better friends, and we founded Quality Builders. So we're focused on technology general contractors here in Chicago. Um, our goal is always just to kind of educate everyone as much as they can about the renovation process. If you guys have any specific questions, I always ask if you can just throw them in the chat and we'll go through any and all questions around the specific property or any other type of kind of real estate related or investment related questions or renovation related questions. One of the things that we're super passionate about is always figuring out how to volunteer and give back. And so I always kind of put up, or put up, but I'm a member of the board at the True Value Boys and Girls Club not in Pilsen, Eduardo, but actually in Little Village. And so um, I always throw this up here to see if any of you guys would be willing to donate to the Youth of the Year program, which provides scholarships to the top three candidates at the Boys and Girls Club. And all the money goes directly towards them. You can scan that QR code. It's also on the Eventbrite link. But yeah, I genuinely appreciate anyone who's willing to jump in and give. I know personally, the more I've been giving in my life, the more it seems like one, I'm able to kind of release my scarcity of money, which I've struggled with a lot in my life. And then two, I feel like the law of reciprocity is more than true. Uh, and so I feel like the more I give, the more I get. And that's a lot about what we're doing here with our project. So without further ado, I kind of want to jump into the specific project. I have the plans up here so you guys can get a rough idea on the layout of what was there and what is existing. Oh, the other thing I want to touch on really quick is just kind of our setup from the project management system. So you can see this is all of our projects start with this portal that you guys can sign into, where we set the contract price and any change orders. One of the things we're trying to be way more proactive about is getting the finishes lined up. So we found that the more we can get proactive at the beginning of the project, the better every one of our projects has gone. And so one of the ways we do that is we set up a finished package for all of our clients and ask that you guys fill this out in a certain amount of time. And so we go through every piece of material, whether it be faucets, vanities, sinks, paint, tile. And, once we get these out ahead of time, it eliminates any issues with lead time, color choices, or something not being in stock. And so we really try to be as proactive as possible. And at the same time, we're proactive at the beginning of the job. We set up a schedule for each one of our jobs. So that way it's a very clear picture for you and us on how long things are going to take and when you should expect the project to be completed. And then lastly, when we're on site, we create daily logs on a regular basis to keep you guys up to date. On actually this specific project, our client is actually out of the country, and so he really values the communication we can use through technology. So a couple times a week we send out these daily reports so that you guys can see what's going on in the project. If you guys have any questions about any of that, you can let me know, shoot it into the chat. But now we'll start talking about the project specifically. So this is a single family house in the western suburbs. It's approximately 3,100 square feet, I believe. Rob can double check that number for me. But it's 5 beds, 3.5 baths, and it has a full basement, first floor, and second floor. We did not dig down the basement, although hindsight, I think it might have been a better route just because some of the ductwork is a little lower than I think it should be probably for the property. But the budget honestly probably wouldn't have allowed for that. We did install new steel posts, new footings and foundations to support it. And then we completely gut renovated the basement, first floor, second floor, as well as redid all the exterior siding. And so you can see, I'm gonna start spotlighting Rob a little bit, but so you can see here's the basement as its existing structure. So it was a pretty rough property. I'll actually see if I can find some photos from previously. And let me see if I can spotlight Rob so he can, if he wants to come off mute, he can come off mute. So
You there, John?
yeah, hey Rob.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, well, John's looking for a few things. My name is Rob Cruz. I am starting to work with Quality Builders. I'm one of probably the preferred subcontractor. We're pretty much on the same team, right, John?
Yeah, 100%.
So we met in July and started implementing some more, processes on our operations side. Like John mentioned, we use a lot of Builder Trend, very tech. It was very attractive to me as someone who didn't use a lot of tech. I bombarded emails and it became, very, you couldn't find anything when you needed to, but this Builder Trend is a game changer, I believe also. So the project we're talking about here is in River Forest at 213 Ashland, classic stucco bungalow, with the basement type house. Starting on the inside, found out a lot about old framing. This house probably got framed in the 30s or 40s, I believe, and it still had the same existing wood, which is outdated. So we had a lot of little surprises that we had to manage around. which which were like mostly support items. You know, in these older projects, if you're looking at a building that's old, you have to anticipate floating framing, one buys with plaster, and that kind of stuff is not conducive to one, the existing electrical codes that are now implemented pretty much on a standard basis in every county in, you know, around the Cook County area, and I'm sorry, village. Two, you know, when you have plumbing increases in your piping requirements, things of that nature. I want to show you one thing that we had to adjust for is our joists were a little bit too small, so we had to sister all of them. And right there, we had to leave that open for an inspector because we put a 2-inch pipe and a 6-inch sister joist. So we had to add bracing for that. And those are just kind of the little things that kind of pop up as you're
Hey,
doing these type of projects.
hey, Rob.
Yep.
One thing, if you can move a little slower, that's always
Oh,
helpful.
sorry. Yeah,
Uh,
my bad.
just because, yeah, you're on the video, and then I'll also share my screen again with the plan so we can kind of see exactly where Rob is at. Uh, if you guys have any questions, you can definitely throw them in the chat. And yeah, I'll just share my screen again so that you guys have an idea of where Rob is at in the house. And so he was just actually in the area showing you
In the
guys.
rear. Yeah, I'm gonna come from the back door. So
So
let's start with that.
yes, and so on the new plans, you can see here, this is where Rob was, where he was pointing out the joist needing to get redone. So you can see currently he's in the rear. He's going to be walking forward this way through the rest of the house. So you can see at the front of the house, you walk in, you have a open foyer with the dining room, super open kitchen floor plan, front kind of sunroom, breakfast nook, and then kind of the stairs in the middle, which is kind of like a unique area. Also a little unique is master bedroom on the first floor, which has a ensuite bathroom as well. So I'll highlight Rob again and stop sharing. Does that make sense to everyone? If you guys have any questions, let us know. So yeah, so he's at the back of the house. And so yeah, if you kind of walk a little slower through everything and
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we walk in the back here. This is our mud room area where we'll probably end up building lockers. And, you know, for kids and everybody who's, you know, coming home from work or whatnot, this particular area will be our mud room. We have this soffit here because we've got a lot of ductwork running up to the second floor right there. To get to, like John said, this building is about 3,000 square feet. So our duct CFMs have to be pretty large coming off a trunk for all those construction people. So as we walk through, come out, main hallway here, to the left is an office den, which is right across from the master bedroom. So a lot of people the guy who moves in here is not going to have to travel far from work. He'll be right in here in this area, pretty large. You got a lot of outlets, lights, good little niche here for desks. And then as we were before, this is our master bedroom. It's about 15 by 12 area. There's our closet. And the master bathroom is here, double vanity. Apologize, it's a little dark in here because we've got everything covered for paint. And we're still in the process of that. We'll be finishing that up tomorrow. But we've got double vanity sinks here. We'll have a walk-in shower there, toilet right there. And we have a pretty big, you know, light bar here for all of those ladies who are going to be, or the ladies that's going to be living in this house. But as we come out this way, walk into our main living area. This will be the dining space in this area, or living, depending on how they want to do it. It's got a galley style kitchen here, very large kitchen, with another living space in this general area over here. We converted the front porch, because the front porch had it was separated by two. We converted the front porch to a breakfast snooky type area, but also maybe an alternative dining area if we want to use that area as our main living space. This area was built for eating and, you know, coffee, breakfasty type places. We have our front entrance here, which is going to be, I guess, acting as a front entrance type mudroom. This will have some, some neat closet type IKEA things on the wall right here. As we get closer to finishing, then we have a coat closet type room right here for whatever types of storage people want to use. And then this place has 4.5 bathrooms, I believe. Here's the half bathroom right here, right off the kitchen. So if you're entertaining guests in this house, pretty simple, walk right there. I'll start going upstairs first.
Okay, so
here's
yeah,
Sure.
you keep going, Rob. I'm gonna share my screen again so everyone can get an idea of what's upstairs. And then yeah, just a reminder, just keep moving very slow. It's much easier for everyone to see once we're moving.
Sure. So we're
Uh,
heading upstairs now.
so I'm sharing my screen again, Rob. So I'll show everyone where everything is at. So you can see originally, here's what the upstairs looked like. Well, you can't see what it looked like, but you can see where the stairs were. So the stairs were actually over here. Now the stairs are right here where this was demoed out. And everyone can see my screen, right? If you can't see my screen, please let me know in the chat. Um, and this was just an empty attic, so pretty traditional, just to have this empty space. We thought about dormering this out to do this as well, but again, kind of the budget was not allowing it because those dormers also would have helped. But all in all, I think the space turned out actually better than I expected. And then here on the actual proposed plans, you can see what's actually happening up here. So we have 2 bedrooms up here, 2 large closets for each of the bedrooms, and 1 full bath that would be up here as well. So yeah, the space actually turned out better than I honestly expected. I'll let Rob give you guys the tour on site again.
Yeah, so we walked up the stairs, we turned left to where the bathroom is. This is bathroom number 2. This space is really designed for, your children as they get older. If you're going to live here, you're probably going to have a few kids. They're going to share this living area up here. I think this is pretty classic Chicago upper area bungalow style, ceilings. We did have to shrink a little bit because of the way the walls are coming off the roof, but we were able to use this space to put all of our ductwork and plumbing and electrical piping to remove any headspace soffits that were required or might have been required, which is a big help too. Bigger, nice big closet here for bedroom to the, I guess this would be to the east. And then the thing I like about this place the most is here's another living space. So if you've got kids up here, gaming is now a thing, a big thing. So this is a perfect space for gaming right here. We've got, access to a window. We've got lights. So this is a perfect space for your kids to hang out if they're playing video games. A shared closet right here for most likely storage items. And then bedroom number 2 up here, which would be to the west, facing the street. Again, classic style ceilings, light fixtures, all that. We have and the closet for this room would be right here. So, good 2-bedroom, 1-bath living space up here with its own, hangout area. I think this one's going to do very well, especially with people who may have older kids. High schools over here are very good. Most people buy for school districts. I think this is Oak Park River Forest High School District, which is a very good school. So I imagine some kids are going to be having a really good time up here once this one is finished. So we're heading back downstairs and we'll head towards the basement.
Yeah, so as Rob heads down in the basement, I'll share my screen again so you guys can see what's happening down there. Is this helpful to share the screen and walk through? Is that easy for you to understand where he's at? Let me know if we can show it in a better way. So, oops. So here's the basement floor plan. Like I kind of said in the beginning, the basement was not utilized at all. It was pretty much completely trashed. Um, we had to demo out these old posts here and put in new steel posts to support the building. We also had to redo some framing as well on the exterior of the building. We have new windows in the basement as well. They bring in some nice light. As I mentioned before, the soffit is a little frustrating, to be honest. I think we could have come up with a better solution and should have. But all in all, I think it's a great space. I think it's going to be a good space for kids as well down in the basement. So that's what the existing look like. Again, same thing like going upstairs. Here's where the stairs were at. And over here is where you see the stairs now. As far as the new proposed, so you can see Rob's gonna be coming down the stairs this way and entering the basement right through here. So you have an open rec room in this area. You have, I think it's kind of a wet bar here. There's at least a sink there. And then again, you have two bedrooms, walk-in closets. Each bedroom has its own, or one of the bedrooms, bedroom 3 here has its own ensuite bathroom, and then the other bath down here as well. And then you have a full laundry, huge laundry room as well. And then in the back you have the utility room. So Rob's gonna walk down here, and then Rob, if you want to walk maybe to the right to look at the first bathroom to go this way, that'll kind of help people understand where you're at.
Sure. All right, yeah, so walking down the stairs towards our bedroom or basement space, as John mentioned, we had some, with our furnace and having to provide the proper heat, our soffits ended up being a little bigger than we liked. I think in hindsight, one idea was maybe to put them on the floor. There was a few conflicting reports from our HVAC guys that maybe that could happen, and I'm going to investigate that in the future. But this is going to be more of a wine cellar type area, but we'll come back to that. I'm going to come here to the right. We have bedroom number 3. So facing north, ceiling heights are at 7 feet. I think it's 7.1. So it's actually not that bad. And we're in the living areas. And then here's our closet. It's kind of dark again. I apologize because we've got all the painting stuff up. So our closet's there. But each room down here, if you're one of the kids that got stuck with the basement bedrooms, you get your own bathroom. So I guess there's a give and take for everything. So bathroom number 3.5 right here. This one comes shower tub, nice niche area, good size vanity, good size toilet, really good size closet. I'll come back here again because it's a little bit easier to see this way. Closet, vanity, tub. Okay, slower walk. And then as we come out this way, heading towards the back of the house now. Wine bar, kind of basement kitchenette with we're gonna have shelves, and this will probably be where the old man liquor cabinet's gonna be. This will also be an open space here for living and entertaining and TV. So that'll be our 3rd or 4th space for that. And then back here, bedroom number 5, right in this area. This may be really good for anyone who has an in-law suite type situation. Very good sized closet right here. And then this one has its own walk-in bathroom. Here's our laminate flooring. And this bathroom right here is only accessible through this room. So kind of designed for that potential in-law, mom, dad, brother, sister who may end up spending a little time at your place, this is a perfect place for them to be. And then as you come back here, laundry area right here. In this area, full washer, dryer, slop sink type space. And then the ever fun mechanical room. I saw a chat question there, but I'm on my phone. I can't read it. And that's our basement.
All
So
right.
heading back upstairs.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll let you walk outside, Rob, and kind of get a view of the outside. I can show what that
Sure.
looks like a little bit too. I know there was a chat question about if fire suppression was needed, and it was not. And there also is no drain tile, if I recall correctly, because we actually didn't demo out the existing slab. That's correct, right, Rob?
Yes.
And so there is should be an ejector pump, but no actually sump pump. And the other thing is that the basement was already dry in the beginning, and so we didn't have many concerns with that.
Correct. All
Also,
right.
so I'll keep talking here for a second, Rob. Here he's walked out of the back door, and I'll go to the first floor so you can see what that looks like.
I'll zip my jacket up. It's a little chilly.
Okay.
All right. So am I
So
up?
so you're almost up. So Rob is walking out now out of the first floor this way. So we have a back deck that's going to be built back here, and I can also show you. I think we have like a rear elevation. Yeah. So here's what the rear is going to look like, so you can see the windows from the bedroom on the second floor. Condenser on the side of the building. And yeah, let's see if there's any other elevation. No, that's it. So, all right, I'll let you keep going on the outside, Rob.
Sure. All right. So here's our deck. It's connected to the house. Our piers are all set. Footing's done. We got that done before the winter time came last year. We were trying to rush some of the outside, but we didn't want to finish the deck right away because, during the construction process, it's going to get damaged. So we just built little planks so that we could have access and utilize it. But as it starts to get nice again, we will be finishing that. We have a 2-car garage here with a very large lot. I don't know the lot size off the top of my head, but it's definitely more than, it feels like it's almost 200. Here's a little view of your neighbors in this area, right? Everyone seems to have a pretty nice place. And then here's the rear of our place. We went with the siding of Hardieboard gray, white scheme. Come off the side here so you can kind of see a little bit what that looks like right there. Our neighbors to the north. The block is actually it's a great block. Our client stole this property as a building that had been here for a while. All the neighbors were really excited. They've been very helpful in helping us get to the finish line here. I'll take a walk back to the back alley area where our garage is.
Yeah, as far as the garage goes, that was existing. We did do a new siding, roof, and gutters.
Yeah, correct. We still have a few things we got to finish up. Like I said, in the wintertime, we were almost done, but we got a lot of it done. Because it was in pretty bad shape. You could probably go look it up online. But here's our back rear area. Interesting alley, very wide alley, kind of goes down this way. It's the corner house of an alley, so everything kind of goes that way after this. So there hasn't really been a lot of traffic back here, which is pretty good. Got a couple guys out here taking advantage of the day, riding bikes. And then I'll walk around to the front. So here's our north elevation side here. We'll be redoing the sidewalk, but everything here was existing. Here's our vents. On this side, our easement windows down here, our egress type. Take a step back this way. You can see those. That's where our bedrooms are at. That's where our bathroom is at. Let me get over here to the front. So as we're getting nicer weather, we'll be putting this front porch up, redoing this entire landscape with the concrete and whatnot. And I think the curb appeal fits right in with this neighborhood very well. Here's our front breakfast area, the dining area, our mud room, bedroom number 2 up there. And then get a side view of this way. A lot of windows in this place, a lot of light, natural light. A lot of these areas that, where it was already like this, we kind of kept that theme. And then a lot of our mechanicals are in this side over here. AC, new service.
All right. Well, yeah, we got a new service.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys the kind of overview plan. I'll let you kind of go on mute again, Rob. And if
Yep.
anyone has any last minute questions, please let us know, just kind of from a high level view so you guys can see what the lot looks like. Also confirming it's 36 feet wide by 178. So Rob was only 22 feet off. So yeah, but big lot. Um, and yeah, if you guys have any other questions, now is the time. We're probably roughly about a month to a month and a half to 2 months out from finishing up this job. We're really excited to see what the interior looks like. We had a great interior designer, Robin, who's actually on the call with us. So if you guys need any interior design help, we've got the right woman for you. And yeah, if you guys have any more questions about us, how we can help you, let us know. We got a couple QR codes here for you to check us out on Instagram. Our website's www.qualitybuilders.com. And, we always are willing to help anyone out. We've got a cool feature on our website to get kind of an instant estimate based on some square footage numbers that we've come up with. And yeah, so we're really looking forward to helping any of you guys out on your real estate investment journey. If you guys have any last minute questions, I'll kind of hang out for another minute or two. But otherwise, we really, truly appreciate you guys coming this morning and hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Was there any work done with insulation? What material do you typically use? So yeah, we did, insulate the entire building. Anytime we're demoing out everything, we're putting back insulation. In this particular project, we used a bat insulation. I'm not sure off the top of my head the R value, probably like an R30 or something along those lines. But yeah, everything's fully insulated. To be honest, I went up there into the second floor and I started sweating. And when we were doing insulation, it's really warm up there, so we're not gonna lose too much heat in there. Any other last minute questions? Yes, sir, Richard. Otherwise, yeah, we hope we can help you guys on your next project. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to me personally. My email is jonathan@qualitybuilders.com. Or the easiest thing to always do is just set up a consultation for us to have a time to chat. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna stop sharing and let you guys go. Take care. Bye.